What's going on, guys? Welcome to Midlife Crisis. Today I'm turning 44 years old, and I got to spend the day at DriveXotic in Cresson, Texas at the Texas Motorsports Ranch, and I want to take you guys back through the day and see what I experienced. Hope you enjoy. This is pit lane, super slow, and then the 1.3 is just right here. You're just gonna yield onto oncoming traffic just like any other road. Okay. Awesome. So yeah, if you've never been on track before, have you done any like Forza simulator racing or anything like that? Very little. Give me the basics. Gotcha, gotcha. So every single track in the entire world has the fastest line. There's a faster line around the track. So basically what we did is we set out these orange cones. The closer you get to those orange cones, the closer you're on to that line. So so if it's on, you see the orange cone on this side, then that's where I should be gravitating to that side. Okay. Exactly. So it's basically a game of connect the dots. The closer you get to those cones, the smoother, faster, and safer you're going to be. Gotcha. So if you veer away from those cones, I'm just going to have to slow you down just because it's not on the proper line. It's not going to be fast. It's not going to be safe. So all it is just a game of connect the dots. If you think about it that way, it's just like playing a video game or anything like that. So, okay. But super fun. The 1.3 is one of my favorite tracks. Although it's a smaller course, it's 90 feet of elevation change, blind corners, blind hills. So it's a pretty exciting track for how small it is. Awesome. Give this guy a head start here. But you can see, two cones right off the bat. You can barely see that one on the inside. Okay. But every single turn you do, you are going to go from the outside cone. So we're trying to utilize the entire road here. We're going to go from the outside cone to the inside, back to the outside. Just gonna go all the way back to the outside. Exactly. Gotcha. So same thing here. Outside, inside. And right here, I want to be looking ahead as far as I can. Because what a lot of people do is they'll stare at one cone, and when I tell them to turn in, they have to actively look and turn in, and now I'm a couple feet off that cone. Gotcha. So really just look ahead. Everything is kind of just in your peripheral vision. So right here, I'm looking to the furthest cone I can see, which is this one on the edge. Thomas, can you bring me a car to the... I can look at this one on the inside, and as that one goes past, I know exactly where to go to. I don't have to actively look for it or anything like that. Okay. Same thing, just like any other corner. This is awesome. Outside, inside, and then straight over. Just trust that car. Okay. Brake. You can see I'm along the outside. I'm looking as far ahead as I can. Now I'm looking to the inside. Gotcha. As that one passes, I can see it, and I know exactly where to go to. It's always keeping your head up, looking as far ahead as possible. Awesome. So I'm going to take this corner wrong, just so I can show you what happens. I'm going to turn in early. See how I missed this orange cone? Yep. I took a too early line. And you're way out. Yeah, you're in the thicket. Yeah. Yeah. And, there's nothing to hit out here. It's a very safe track, but we can mow our own grass. You don't need to do that. But, very, very fun, very flowy track. It's all about looking ahead. These blind corners and these tighter corners, that's definitely a major thing. So I'm going to look to this one. Now I'm going to look to the inside as that one goes by, right there to the curve. Gotcha. Awesome. Outside, inside. Less about paying attention to the course, paying attention to the cones here. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, when F1 drivers, pro drivers all over the world, when they drive on track, you have brake markers. And when you don't have brake markers or cones to help you turn in, you're using a little crack or a little blade of grass that wasn't mowed. You kind of develop certain markers around the track, and it changes throughout the race sometimes, If someone to be inside cone here.
Gotcha.
Literally how far you look ahead. As that one passes, you can easily see it, and you know exactly where to go to. They say it in wrestling, but where the head goes, the body goes.
I know that. I'm a wrestler.
Okay, yeah. Same thing with your eyes. Wherever you're looking is where you're going to naturally go. Gotcha. So if you're looking off the racetrack, you're going to naturally want to go off the racetrack. So if you just keep looking ahead for those cones, you'll be perfect. One more good lap here. Brake, release, outside, inside, all the way back out. Now as I start to go a little bit faster now, and I'm sticking to those cones, right? Outside, inside, outside, that whole thing.
Okay.
Now 3 more steps. It's brake, hold the speed, accelerate through every corner.
Brake, hold speed, then accelerate.
Yeah. So I'm going to brake going into the corner, and then once I turn in, I want to hold my speed nice and easy. And as that steering wheel comes down, it's basically an even trade between the gas and the steering wheel. So
gotcha.
if you're still turning really hard like this, I want you to maintain your speed. But if you're straight, you can roll off that throttle. So I'm going to brake, release. You can see how much I'm turning the wheel. I'm just going to maintain my speed. I don't want to speed up or slow down. But as I come out of the corner, this naturally wants to come down. I'm going to trade it with some gas.
Gotcha.
The reason we want you to maintain your speed is because going through a corner, you want to have a nice even weight distribution throughout your car. So imagine we're going down the straightaway super fast into turn 1, you know, that really tight left-hander. Well, if I'm braking, what's happening is there's too much weight on the front end, and it's lifting up the rear. So naturally, if you turn in, those rear tires just want to pivot right around. Gotcha. And flooring it in a corner or giving it too much gas, same thing. It adds too much weight to one tire, and if that one tire loses its grip, that's what causes a spin out. Gotcha. So if you keep a nice steady maintained speed, the car's perfectly level, there's no added weight on any extra tires, and it's just on rails wherever you go.
Okay.
So
cool.
Since I was 12.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You start with karts or something, or?
No, my dad started me in a stick shift Miata when I was 6 years old, and I have been broke ever since. So it's an awesome time out here. Yeah, back in the day when I was 12 years old, a lot of people didn't like to listen to me, but I was one of the faster people out here, you know, for my age at least. But yeah, now that I'm older, hopefully people listen to me.
All right, so how do you feel?
That was my first time driving a Dodge Viper manual. You just stick in third gear the whole way around, but it is a lot of car to handle.
Awesome, are you ready for more?
Yeah, let's go try another one.
Roll onto that throttle. Let's start to accelerate down the hill more and more. A little bit more. Awesome, and now maintain that speed. That's perfect. Now make sure you're looking ahead. Brake right here, brake, brake, release. There we go. Accelerate, and still look ahead just a little sooner there. Keep on that throttle now, keep going. Awesome. And brake right here, let's get wide. Release that brake, turn in, and accelerate as that steering wheel comes down. More and more throttle, more and more, keep going. There you go. Awesome, and now just maintain that speed. You're looking fantastic. Straight over. Now just look ahead here. There you go. And just flow with it. No need to brake or anything. Outside, inside. Look ahead to the inside. There you go. Roll into it more and more and more, all the way up over the hill. Awesome. And brake hard. Brake, brake, release. Outside to the edge, turn in. Perfect. A little tighter. And roll into it now. Awesome. So outside, inside, and accelerate to the outside, all the way out. Nice. Keep going. Keep on it. Keep on it. Perfect. And brake. Let's get a little wider. Brake and release. And turn in. See how flowy that was?
Hey,
Hello.
how was that one?
Wonderful. This handles so much better than the Viper. It is very, very nice.
Well, and it,
Even if it's a V6, it still it doesn't matter.
For sure. It sounds amazing. Like I said, that throttle is going to be definitely a little sensitive compared to the Porsche. I think that and the brakes are just the two things to get used to. Steering is still very tight. We're going to wait for this NSX to come around, and we should be all right.
How's the NSX to drive?
Awesome, awesome. You know, we used to have a McLaren 570, and they're both just as electronic, I would say, but the McLaren is very just in-your-face electronic. I mean, you could turn the wheel completely, you know, 180 degrees, just freaking floor it. Nothing's going to happen until you straighten out that wheel. So it's very forgiving, whereas the NSX, all of the electronics are kind of behind the scenes. So you can still drive it like a regular car, but you don't really notice any of those electronics there as much. And it's really, really nice like that. It's some of the coaches in there, it's some of their favorite cars to drive. So definitely interesting. Let's go ahead and look over anything coming towards us.
No.
Awesome. Let's go ahead and roll out there. Sweet. Yep, outside, inside. Just make sure that wheel comes down at the end of the corner. You should be right to the edge out of every single corner. Utilizing the whole track like that will basically make everything flow better. You'll have more grip that way. So let's brake. You should be looking ahead to where you need to go. Let's turn it in. And then roll into that throttle. Awesome, great job. And now right side, let's look ahead to the Porsche coming up on the hill. Let's brake, release, outside, inside right now. Perfect. Roll into that gas. You should be on the edge by the end of the corner. Nice. Much better coming out that corner. Nice job through there. Let's maintain our speed as we turn in. Straight over. Money. Just look ahead. You can kind of turn in just a little bit here. No need to brake. Outside. Awesome. Let's turn it a little tighter, a little bit more speed. Look to the inside as that one passes. Perfect. Perfect job. It's been an excellent lap. Let's just keep focusing on those cones. Keep this up. Let's go ahead and brake hard. Brake, release. Outside to the inside. Nice and easy as we're still turning. And now as that steering wheel drops, more and more throttle. Awesome. Outside, inside, and accelerate all the way over. Keep on that throttle.
was the best, that one. For me, yeah, it felt the most normal.
You nearly had like a perfect lap out there line-wise. There was one where you were like 2 feet off a cone. Everything else was just
Yeah, I keep
right
on
to
letting
the
off
curb,
the gas.
right to the curb.
When I shouldn't let. It's like feels natural to let off the gas, but what you're supposed to do is accelerate.
Yeah, it's supposed to stay in it. So, but no, awesome job.
Wow, what a fun and crazy weekend. I want to thank all the folks at DriveXotic up at Cresson, Texas. They have a world-class operation. I'm going to put down a link down in the description below, as well as a special thanks to the folks from Texas Motorsports Ranch. We had an awesome time. Really was a one-in-a-lifetime experience. Hope to do that again. If you like this type of content, please smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell, and we will see you next time.